Hello everyone and welcome to another movie review. I hope you're having a great Sunday, and today I'm reviewing the movie The Devil's Advocate. Now this movie was released on October 17th, 1997. It is a supernatural horror movie that received mixed to positive reviews with critics. Currently holding a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb, a 66% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 90% on Google, and CinemaScore gave it an average grade of a B on an A plus to F grade scale. Now, this is based on the novel of the same name, Devil's Advocate, by Andrew Neiderman. It had a $57 million budget, and it made $153 million at the box office. It was directed by Taylor Hatford and written by Jonathan Lemkin and Tony Gilroy. This movie stars Keanu Reeves, Charlize Theron, Judith Ivey, Al Pacino, Jeffrey Jones, and Craig T. Nelson. And it follows the success of Kevin Lomax, as he is a defense attorney in Florida who is offered the job of a lifetime in New York at this law firm. And as he rises to the top of this law firm, his wife, played by Charlize Theron, Mary Lomax, begins to experience some supernatural events. Basically, she starts to go crazy. And the more and more success he has, the worse it gets for her. And then people around some of his cases, mysterious things start to happen. I'm not really going to get into detail. I don't really want to say anything else outside that, but that is the gist of the movie. Al Pacino is the excuse me, I'm having a hard time speaking today. Al Pacino is the head of this law firm, and he has many secrets, but we don't begin to find out about these until later on, especially in the third act, which is really, really good. This movie was nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Horror Movie, and it won it. And Pacino was nominated for an MTV award for Best Villain, but didn't win. Some critics, although they liked the performances, some didn't like the story, some didn't like the performances. As I'm watching this movie, I love the performances, especially the leads. Pacino, Reeves, and Charlize Theron are excellent, and I love all the other side characters too. Craig T. Nelson and Jeffrey Jones. Jeffrey Jones is one of my favorite actors. Mom and Dad Saved the World, Stay Tuned, Beetlejuice. Craig T. Nelson, I loved him in the first two Poltergeist movies from the early 80s. Turner and Hooch, just to name a few. But in my opinion, the performances of this movie were excellent. I love the story, the directing, the writing. The special effects are on point. They don't look generic or anything. Overall, I really enjoyed this. Now, this wasn't wasn't scary as it was just an excellent, solid horror movie. I've seen so many horror movies now that I'm kind of immune to actually being scared, unless there's some jump scares. Now, some critics despise the jump scare as a cheap, as being cheap in the horror movies. I love the jump scares. To me, that's the whole point of a horror movie, is to be scared, or get scared, or to be scared. And to this day, I don't understand the critics' problems with jump scares. I think the main issue, in my opinion, is they get scared so much they don't want to admit it, so they want to try and trash the whole jump scare thing. Perfect example, The Nun. I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of them complained about the jump scares and that they were just cheap and predictable, and I hardly doubt that. Although I never listened to critics as far as whether or not I'm going to watch a movie. Uh, After I watch a trailer, or if I just see the name of the movie and read the little description without seeing a trailer, is whether or not I'm going to watch the movie or not. I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says. I don't care what IMDb says. I don't care what CinemaScore says. I'm going to watch the movie. And The Devil's Advocate is an excellent movie, in my opinion. Flawless, I think, from start to finish. Uh, is it Oscar worthy? I think Keanu Reeves should have got some recognition. Uh, but outside that, and Pacino, I think he should have got more recognition. But that's neither here nor there. I love this movie. This is one I highly recommend. If you haven't seen it already, I know it's an older movie. It's over 20 years old, but it's a great supernatural horror movie. So with that, I'm going to give The Devil's Advocate a 10 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. So definitely check this movie out if you haven't already seen it. If you're new to my channel, Horror Fan for Life, don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos with all your family and friends. The more the merrier. I love talking about movies, TV shows. I do top 10s, rankings, and other fun things. So hit me up and ask all the questions you want. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great Sunday, and check you later.